Stop trying to make money online with dropshipping. It's over. The same gurus selling courses about it last year are now selling courses about why it doesn't work anymore, because the model is broken. Saturated suppliers. Tariff-crushed margins. A million stores selling the exact same Shine knockoffs to the exact same exhausted buyers. Meanwhile, there's a quiet group of Americans pulling 4 and 5 figures online every single month, without ever touching inventory, without shipping anything, without arguing with a single AliExpress supplier. And the gap between them and everyone else is widening fast. In the next few minutes, for exact paths get laid out, what to do today, this week, this month, to actually make money online in 2026. No theory. No fluff. No course pitch. Here's what most people miss about the online money game right now. Dropshipping was never the real opportunity. It was a side door, a way for beginners to sell physical products without capital. But by 2026, that door has been kicked down by every guru on the internet. Margins on standard products have collapsed below 10%. Ad costs on Meta and TikTok are up over 40% year over year. Refund rates are climbing. The math just doesn't work for a beginner anymore. But here's the part nobody talks about. While the dropshipping graveyard fills up, the rest of the online economy is exploding. Digital product sales just crossed $250 billion in the United States alone. The creator economy hit over $250 billion globally. Newsletter businesses are getting acquired for 7 and 8 figures. And freelancers using AI tools are out-earning full-time employees in the same fields. The opportunity isn't gone. It just moved. And the people still telling beginners to start a Shopify store are either selling them a course or genuinely stuck in 2021. So what's actually working right now? 4 paths. Each one with a different skill ceiling, different startup cost, different timeline to first dollar. All 4 of them require zero physical inventory. Each one gets broken down in detail with the exact moves in the exact order starting now. The first path is the cleanest one. Selling digital products. Not courses. Most beginners can't build a course yet, but assets. Templates. Spreadsheets. Notion dashboards. AI prompt packs. PDF guides. Stock visual assets. Anything that can be created once and sold infinitely with zero shipping and zero customer service nightmares. Here's how this actually works. It starts with picking what to sell. The mistake everyone makes is sitting down to find their passion. Forget that. Open Gumroad's Discover page. Open Etsy's digital section. Open Creative Market. Look at what's already selling, not at 0 copies but at hundreds or thousands of sales. That's proof of demand. Pick a category with consistent sales. Resume templates. Real estate listing presentations. Wedding planning Notion dashboards. ChatGPT prompt libraries for specific industries. Budget spreadsheets. The boring ones print money. Now comes the build. This is where AI flips the entire game. A Notion template that used to take 20 hours to design now takes 2. A prompt pack of 300 prompts can be drafted by an AI tool in an afternoon, then refined and tested. A budget spreadsheet with conditional formatting, charts, and instructions can be built and polished in a weekend. The point isn't to invent something the world has never seen. The point is to make something slightly cleaner, slightly better organized, or slightly more specific than what's already selling. Then comes hosting and pricing. Skip Etsy for the first product. The fees and competition crush new sellers. Start on Gumroad. Free to sign up. 0 monthly cost. The platform handles payments, taxes for most US states, and delivery automatically. Price the product between $19 and $49. Anything under $19 feels disposable. Anything over $49 triggers buyer hesitation without a strong personal brand. The sweet spot for first-time sellers sits at $27 or $37. And here's where most beginners freeze: distribution. They build the product, list it, and wait. Nothing happens. So they quit. Don't do that. Distribution is the whole job. Pick one short-form platform, TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts, and post every single day about the problem the product solves. Not the product. The problem. If the product is a real estate listing template, post about ugly listings that don't sell. If it's a wedding Notion dashboard, post about wedding planning chaos. Every video drops a link in the bio or pinned comment. After 30 days of daily posting, sales start trickling in. After 90 days they compound. The realistic timeline? First sale within 30 days if posting consistently. A few $100s a month by month 3. $1,000 a month is achievable by month 6 for someone who actually does the daily work. Most won't, which is exactly why this still works. And before the second path, there's a fourth one coming up later in this video. The quiet one. The one that pays more per hour worked than any other on this list. But it needs a specific setup, so it lands last. For now, path 2. The second path doesn't require building anything. No product. No design skills. No customer support. It's affiliate marketing, but the version that actually works in 2026, not the spam version from 2015. The model is simple. Pick products other people already sell. Recommend them through content. Get paid every time someone buys through a tracked link. The hard part used to be getting eyeballs. Faceless YouTube and TikTok cracked that wide open. It starts with picking the niche. The biggest mistake here is going broad. Personal finance is dead as a niche. Make money online is dead. Pick something narrow enough that the audience self-identifies. Best AI tools for solo real estate agents. Productivity apps for remote teams of under 10 people. Air fryer recipes for keto diabetics. The narrower the niche, the higher the conversion rate and the lower the competition for views. Next comes the affiliate program selection. Not all affiliate programs are equal. The ones beginners chase, Amazon associates at 4 to 10% commission, pay almost nothing per sale. The real money lives in SaaS affiliates and digital course affiliates. Software companies like ConvertKit, Notion, ClickUp, Jasper, and dozens of others pay between 20 and 50% recurring commissions. Recurring is the magic word. One referral pays month after month for as long as that customer stays. Some affiliates have referrals from 3 years ago still paying out today. Sign up to affiliate networks like Impact, PartnerStack, and ShareASale to find them. And check the program pages of every tool already being used in the chosen niche. Then comes the content engine. This is where most people quit. They post 3 videos, get no views, and stop. The reality is that Faceless YouTube channels and Faceless TikTok accounts both follow the same pattern. The first 30 to 50 videos are training data for the algorithm. Almost nothing happens. Then one video pops. Then another. Then the channel starts to compound. Going and expecting fast results is the fastest way to fail. Going and committed to 90 days of daily posting is the actual minimum. For format, the highest converting affiliate content right now is the comparison video. Tool A versus Tool B for a specific use case. The viewer is already in buying mode. They're not looking for entertainment, they're looking for a decision. Drop both affiliate links in the description and pinned comment. Be honest about pros and cons. Honesty actually outperforms hype on this format because the viewer's wallet is open and they want a trustworthy recommendation. For automation, this entire pipeline can be run with AI now. Script generation with an AI writer. Voiceover with neural voice tools like 11 Labs. B-roll with stock footage from Pexels or AI-generated visuals through tools like Runway. Editing with CapCut or Descript. A single person working a couple of hours a day can produce 1 to 3 videos a day across multiple niche channels. The realistic timeline? Months 1 to 3, building the library, almost no income. Month 4 to 6, first commissions trickling in, maybe a few $100s. Month 7 to 12, if the channel hits 4-figure months and climbing. There are documented faceless affiliate channels in the US doing $20,000 to $50,000 a month with 2-person teams and no on-camera presence. That's path 2. Path 3 brings the money faster. That one's next. The third path delivers money faster than the first 2. Way faster. The trade-off is it requires active work, at least at the start. It's freelancing. But not freelancing the way Upwork tells anyone to do it, with hourly rates and bidding wars. The version that works in 2026 is called productized services. The concept is simple. Instead of selling time, package the service into a fixed deliverable with a fixed price. Here's the difference. A regular freelancer charges $50 an hour for graphic design. A productized service sells 5 Instagram carousels designed and delivered in 7 days for $497. Same skill, different package. The second version closes faster, gets paid faster, and scales because the work is repeatable. It starts with picking the service. The strongest categories right now combine a marketable skill with AI leverage. Short-form video editing for coaches and creators. Custom GPT and AI agent builds for small businesses. Cold email infrastructure setup. SEO-optimized blog post packages. Email marketing flows for e-commerce brands. Notion workspace builds for teams. Voiceover production with cloned voices for client podcasts and ads. Each one of these can be productized into a fixed package between $300 and $3,000. Then comes the offer. Productize it like this. One specific deliverable, one specific timeline, one specific price, one specific outcome. I will build your custom GPT for your real estate brokerage in 5 business days for $997. That's an offer. I do AI consulting starting at $100 an hour, is not. After that, distribution. And here's where productized services beat everything else for speed. Direct outreach actually works. Cold email and cold DM, done right, can land paying clients in week 1. The recipe is targeted lists, plus a clear specific subject line, plus a 2-sentence pitch, plus a small portfolio link. No, hi, I hope this email finds you well. Get to the point in line 1. Send 50 to 100 personalized messages a day. The conversion rate on cold outreach for a clear productized offer sits around 1 to 3%. That's 1 to 3 paying conversations per 100 messages sent. At $700 per project, even a 1% conversion rate pays better than most full-time jobs. And finally, delivery and systems. The mistake here is staying as a one-person service shop forever. Once a few projects close, document every step. Build SOPs. Hire a virtual assistant for the repetitive parts. Research, formatting, follow-up. Use AI tools to handle the bulk of the actual production work. The freelancer becomes the project manager and quality checker, not the production worker. That's how a productized service hits $10,000 to $20,000 a month without the founder working 40 hours a week. And there's a quiet shift happening that nobody is talking about. As AI tools get more capable, the value of being able to use them at a professional level for clients is exploding. The same business owner who pays a junior employee $15 an hour to write social posts will pay a productized service $2,000 a month for AI-assisted content that performs better. The arbitrage is enormous, and it's wide open right now because most freelancers are still selling hours instead of outcomes. Realistic timeline for this path? First paid client in week 1 or 2 if outreach is consistent. $5,000 a month is realistic by month 3. $10,000 to $20,000 a month is on the table by month 6 to 9 for someone who builds systems, not just sells hours. That's 3 paths. Digital products, faceless affiliate, productized services. Each one is real. Each one is being executed by Americans right now with 0 shipping addresses and 0 supplier emails. Now, the 4th one, the quiet one. The one that out-earns every other path per hour worked. The 4th path is the newsletter business. Yes, email. The thing every guru in 2018 said was dead. The thing that quietly became the most profitable corner of the internet by 2026. And here's why it out-earns the other 3 per hour of work. It compounds harder than any of them, costs almost nothing to operate, and produces an asset that can be sold for 30 to 40 times monthly revenue if the operator ever wants out. The model works like this. Pick a narrow professional niche. Real estate investors in the Sun Belt. HR managers at tech companies. Doctors in private practice transitioning out of insurance. Indie game developers. Anything where the readers earn money based on what they know. That's the rule. Niches where information equals income. Those readers will pay attention to a newsletter, click on sponsored content, and buy products that help them do their job better. It starts with the platform. Behave has been beating ConvertKit and Substack for newsletter businesses since 2024 because it bundles 3 monetization channels in one. A built-in ad network that pays out automatically, paid subscriptions, and referrals that scale the list itself. Start there. The free tier covers the first 2,500 subscribers. Then comes Content Rhythm. 1 newsletter per week. Same day. Same time. Every single week without exception for 90 days minimum. The format that works. Short, scannable, useful. 3 to 5 short sections. A headline that promises a specific takeaway. A clear call to action at the end. No essays. Professional readers don't have time. They want signal. After that, list growth. This is where the work lives. The fastest way to grow a niche newsletter in 2026 is being a guest on niche podcasts, plus running LinkedIn or X content alongside the newsletter. Every post points back to the newsletter signup. Every podcast appearance plugs the newsletter. Paid newsletter swaps and Sparkloop's referral program accelerate list growth once a few hundred subscribers are on board. And then comes monetization. This is the part that quietly makes newsletter operators rich. Once the list crosses about 3,000 engaged subscribers in a professional niche, sponsorships pay between $500 and $1,500 per send. Run 1 sponsorship a week. That's $2,000 to $6,000 a month, every month. Add a recommended tools page with affiliate links, another $1,000 to $3,000. Add a paid tier with archives and a private community for the top 10% of subscribers that can match the entire sponsorship revenue by year 2. The reason this path out-earns the others is leverage. The newsletter operator does 1 or 2 days of work per week to maintain a $100,000 a year business. That's 3 to 4 hours per week of writing, plus another 6 to 8 hours of distribution work. There are operators in the United States right now running newsletters that pay them $200 an hour effective rate, working 10 hours a week fully from home. None of them touch inventory. None of them ship anything. None of them sell on Amazon or Shopify. And here's the part that should land hardest. None of these 4 paths require a single supplier. None of them require capital beyond a laptop and a domain name. None of them require permission, certification, or special access. The barrier to entry isn't money. It isn't connections. It's the willingness to do unsexy work for 90 to 180 days before the algorithm, the audience, or the inbox starts paying back. So here's what this all means in 2026. Dropshipping is not a beginner-friendly path anymore. The model has been arbitraged to death by saturation, tariffs, and ad cost inflation. Anyone still teaching it as a starter business is roughly 5 years behind reality. Meanwhile, the 4 paths just laid out are wide open. Digital products at the lowest skill ceiling. Faceless affiliate content at the highest scale potential. Productized services at the fastest time to cash. Newsletters at the highest leverage per hour worked. The catch is that none of them pay this week. None of them are passive. None of them work without 90 to 180 days of unglamorous, consistent execution. That's the actual difference between people who make money online and people who don't. It's not access. It's not intelligence. It's not capital. It's the willingness to do the same boring thing every single day for 3 to 6 months before the first real dollar shows up, and then to keep doing it for another year while the income compounds. The people already on these paths in 2026 started in 2023. The people who'll be earning serious online income by 2027 are starting today. The window is open. The cost of starting is a laptop and time. The cost of not starting is watching everyone else get there first. The bottom line is simple. Forget dropshipping. The actual money online in 2026 lives in digital products, faceless affiliate content, productized services, and newsletters. Each one is a real path. Each one has been broken down here with the exact moves to make. Each one will work for anyone who picks one and commits to 6 months of consistent execution. Pick one. Just one. Not all 4. Not the most exciting one, the one that fits the actual skills, the actual time, and the actual lifestyle right now. Start this week. Track the work. Don't quit on day 40 when nothing seems to be happening. If this breakdown helped, subscribe for more no-fluff videos like this one. And the next video is already loaded. Click it.